Hello everyone, this is Big Money Chasing Big Money by Copy Trading on Bitget. This is episode 7 of the Passive Income series on the 1st of July 2023. For those who are new to the channel, I started a copy trading account on Bitget on the 1st of January just to demonstrate month by month that using the methods that I have developed and described in the tutorial series will keep liquidations away from the account and I will remain profitable. The journey has been truly an adventure so far, so let's jump right into it by taking a look at the moves of the market in June, comparing it with trader behavior, checking the results and setting up plans for the next semester. In my previous video, I mentioned that I was expecting some downwards movement, eventually sideways chopping if no major deviations happen. In the first half of June, the market was indeed moving to the south, but then the news broke out that some major hedge funds, with BlackRock among them, have applied yet again for a spot ETF approval from the SEC. The TLDR is that if the authorities approve the filing, it will mean that these hedge funds will have to stock up on massive amounts of BTC to be able to meet the requirements which are necessary to maintain such an ETF product. The reaction from the market was an aggressive bullish upwards movement from basically 25k up to 31.5k in a matter of days without any serious pullback. So let's see how the traders try to ride these wild waves. My trader roster for June remained the same, which is One Monkey, Locking Boy and Kendrick. One Monkey performed quite well. I saw that he was quite cautious with opening trades during the violent jumps, so that is definitely comforting. I will keep him for July as well, no question about that. Locking Boy, well, he has a reputation for not closing red positions in time. Because of this, I set a stop loss for his trades last month, and lo and behold, limits were triggered with a total realized loss of $300. In hindsight, I'm not sure if this was the best solution in terms of profitability and results, but it was definitely the best choice in terms of safety of the account, so I'm not in any serious drawdown at all. Nonetheless, because of this behavior, I will reduce the leverage of Locking Boy back to 5x, just to make sure that if something like this happens again, I would not need to realize massive losses. Kendrick, on the other hand, is just doing his thing reliably, and I will actually adjust the leverage for him up to 10x. I mean, he has been trading quite responsibly. Also, his historical track record is rather impressive, so he has my vote of confidence for the rest of the months. Amiro is still on my watch list. He hasn't been performing too spectacularly in the last couple of weeks, so I'm being cautious with him. And I also have Moon Gladys on my watch list. I'll just need to be patient and wait until I have 6 months of trading history to analyze, and then I will decide if I'm going to introduce him to the roster or not. Now, let's talk about the results. Obviously, I am not quite happy with the numbers. Have I had not the stop loss set up last month, the balance of the closed positions would be 320 in profit and on track to achieve the target of $500 by the end of August. But this would come at a price of having a drawdown on my account that I would not be comfortable with. So, if the price falls back down in the future, then obviously setting up a stop loss was a mistake which cost me my original target. But if we turn bullish and the price of BTC just keeps on rising, then it means that the safe scenario was the smart option to choose after all. Of course, it's easy to be a genius in hindsight, but the aim of the tutorials and this series is to keep the account safe from liquidations while also staying profitable. I think generally speaking, the main mission has been achieved so far, even if the profit is not where I expect it to be. But if I ask myself the question, has the account ever been close to liquidation? No. Is the account profitable? Yes, and at the end of the day, that is what matters. Capital preservation is #1 priority. I would not risk that to reach a higher profit target. I mean, if I check the liquidation levels, BTC is around 53k and ETH is roughly 33.75. So those are pretty safe numbers. So basically, at the end of the first semester, I can say that the big money method for setting up Bitget's copy trading platform is working. Even with difficult market conditions, I managed to ride out some really dangerous situations and I have had quite profitable months as well. For the future, I will keep making some adjustments to the settings until I find the configuration which has the best safety/profit ratio. Alright, this is all I have for June. I expect some rough situations in July actually, so I really hope that the traders will be smart about it. As the liquidity in the markets is getting choked out slowly but surely, even smaller events could potentially have rather big consequences for the price action of assets, so it's going to be exciting for sure. As always, comments are welcome. I have included a download link to my analysis sheet, so feel free to use it. You can see the links to my socials in the description field if you want to reach out. Also, the link for registering a discounted account on Bitget is still active, so feel free to treat yourself with reduced fees for trading. See you soon with some more videos. Until then, trade safe, big money out.